Okay, Shalom Akim, Kahalayim La Yahawashi Yahawashi, and double honors to the great and apostles. Thalia Shah for the strength and all to make this video. And Yaratazah, they find it edifying and exhorting. Edifying means to build up, to exhort means to encourage. And of course, that's the intention of our videos. You know, whenever a brother puts up a video, we ensure Yaharatazah that it's edifying. It builds you up and also encourages you as well. You know, it also exhorts you. And when we say in the introduction, Ka Halalim La, you know, we're saying all praises to you. You know, even prior to making this video, I wanted to make a note of it here. But Yaratazah, that could be a whole video in itself as well. Just a short, not too long, because you know, it's just going into breaking down the names. But yeah, I'll type it up here. So Ka Halalim La means all praises to. So all praises to. You know, this is just a brief breakdown here. And then this is a plural form. You know, when you put the singular form halal, you know, that actually means just praise. So you could say something. You might hear Akim say Ka halal, Ka halal, and then Yahawashi. You know, whilst other Akim, you may hear them say Ka halalim la, which is all praises to. You know, I used to say Ka halal Yahawashi until I learned, oh, okay, so halal yam is a plural form. Certain words in the ancient Hebrew as well, you would say you add the word waf, you know, at the end, but certain words you end in the plural form of yam. That's just some little knowledge. Yaratazah, when I get into the more ancient Hebrew based lessons, you know, then I'll bring more out as well, you know, as I learn too. So Ka Halalim La, all praises to you, as you can see here. And then when we say Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, you know, Yahawah meaning he is, he exists, or he is to be, you know, just to get the understanding. You know, that's the way it's pronounced, you know, Yahawah. Of course, when I put the space here, this is just for understanding. Yah meaning he, and Hawa meaning to exist or to become. But yeah, all together, you know, it's Yahawah there. I read in the ancient Hebrew, between the wa and the ha, you know, this could be a separate video on its own, but I'll just mention it now. The wa and the ha has an end connector, you know, to it. But hold on, let me get this. Actually, not that. Is it that? Yeah, when you actually search it up, ancient Hebrew hawa meaning over here on the top left. You know, the modern Hebrew translates it as hava, which we know in the alphabet there's no V, as you can see here. But remember, you read from right to left. It's like Arabic, which Arabic is based on ancient Hebrew anyways. You know, I remember Captain calling it what did he call it? Oh yeah, broken, very, very broken ancient Hebrew, Arabic. But you read from right to left, you write from right to left as well. So Abagada Hawaza Khataya Kalamana Sa Ipataza Kwara Shatha. Notice how again I mentioned this sometimes in other videos as well, but there's only one letter that has the I sound. All the other letters end in the R sound. So of course the ancient Hebrew name, you know, of Yahawashi Yahawashi has to correlate with the ancient Hebrew alphabet as well. You know, Yahawah, and you got Yahawashi. You know, so anyways, just to get the point on, you know, Yahawah's name, which is something that I was searching up. You know, Hava is the modern Hebrew version, and it says it to become, to be, to exist. That's why you always hear me say in my videos, you know, it means, Yahawah means he is, he exists, or he is to be. You know, which it literally says here in the root word Hava, which really is supposed to be pronounced as Hawa in the ancient Hebrew, because this is just modern Hebrew. You know, so you know, all these characters here is just modern Hebrew. Anyway, so we say Ka Halalim La, all praises to Yahawah Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. And then when we say Ba'Hashem, Ba, and then Ha, Ba, Ha, and Sham. Shem really from the root word Shem, which means name. So in, ba means in, ha means the, then sham means name, which of course in the modern, I say modern Hebrew, they call it Shem, but the root word of Shem is Sham, so S-H-A-M, you know, just to get some understanding there. And of course Yahawashi as well, Yahawashi as well. You break it down, Yah meaning he, and Yahawashi really meaning deliverer, you know, to deliver. Which really, if you go into the, what is it, hold on, you know, let me just keep it simple. Yahawashi, I'm gonna make another video just to get into the names, but just to keep it simple, Yah meaning he, Yahawashi meaning deliverer. So, let's see, Yahawashi, he, it means he saves, or it means he delivers. You know, Yahawashi meaning deliver or to save, Yah meaning he, so he delivers, he saves, you know, just to break it down. For any new brothers or sisters that may come across, you know, this video. So, alright, Ba'ashim, Yahawashi, and then Ba'ashim, Racha, Kodash. When we say Racha, and then we say Kodash, Racha means spirit, and then Kodash means holy. Like I said, this is just a brief, you know, breakdown here. Yahawashi, in the future, I intend to actually not go too deep, but just, you know, clarify some more information. You know, but this is I'll say sufficient when it comes to the introduction. So it says, so as you may hear Akim, I always say anyways in my videos. So Ka Halalim La, all praises to, then Yahawah, meaning he is, he exists. Remember, Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning exist or to be or to become, as you can see here, right there. And then let's see, when we say Bahasham, it means in the name. You know, sometimes you see it in this format here, Bahasham, you know, which means in the name as well. But sometimes I also like to break it down so that I comprehend, you know, the collective there. So either way, Bahasham, you know, Ba means in, Ha means the, Shah means name. But of course, you know, most of the time you see Akim write it like this as well, you know, in text format on the comment section. So Yahawashi meaning he saves, he delivers. Racha means spirit, Kodash means holy. So all together it's Ka Halalim La, you know, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and then we say Bahasham again, and then Racha Kodash, which means spirit holy, but in other words, Holy Spirit. You know, so again, when I get into the ancient Hebrew Yahawashi, you know, we're gonna break it down even further. But yeah, that's just the introduction. Just wanted to say that, in case of any new brothers coming in. Alright, so this video here. So as I named the video, that's kind of a lengthy intro, but you know, just for the sake of edifying, and for any new brother, that should help to build up their knowledge there. Anyway, so as I named the video, Moab is the testing ground. Actually, yeah, that's pretty much what I named it. Yeah, Moab is just the testing ground, because you know, in this modern day society, well, in this current time that we're living in right now, Moab is seen as the one who's more futuristic. They got the robots going on, you know, they got their technology, which is ahead of the Western nation. And when I say Western nation, I'm talking about America, UK, of course the European nations, but predominantly when they say the Western side of the world, it's predominantly talking about America. So anyways, what I wanted to play was this video here. You know, a guy called his name is Mike Ronaldo. He owns the channel Black in China. You know, sometimes I watch him as well because it's just interesting to me, the fact that you'll have you know, Jake speaking the Moabite lingo, man. You know, so it's like, you know, Most High scattered us across the earth. So you gotta expect these type of things, man. Let's get this. So Deuteronomy 4 verse 27. It says here, and the Lord Yahawah shall scatter you. And by the way, when you see L-O-R-D, that's referring to the Lord. That's referring to Yahawah, you know, in the ancient Hebrew. Okay. This is referring to Yahawah in the ancient Hebrew. Yeah, as I got to do a part 2 to this, because the recorder that I'm using right now has got a limit of about 15 minutes. So I've got to close it before it hits 15. But yeah, the point is, Deuteronomy 4 verse 27, where it says L-O-R-D in caps, that's referring to the Lord, Yahawah, the Most High God. As you can see here, it says Yahawashi, you know, over here, but as we reference, I mean, I'm going to repeat it again in another video, but nevertheless, the Spirit's having me to do it this way. But as we've established, it's not Yahawashi, it's not Yahawashi. No, it can't be Yahawashi, because this is the ancient Hebrew language, of which, you know, the Israelites were speaking, you know, back in those days, of which the scriptures were also being written. Well, really, of which those acts were being performed, rather, because this is the Most High's movie. But anyways, to simplify things, this was the Hebrew language that they used, the ancient Hebrew language, aka the Paleo. Paleo just means old or ancient. The Paleo Hebrew language. 21 of the letters end in R. One of those letters end in I. You know, as you can see here, the letter, it looks like a letter O in the English language, but it's actually I. That's the sound. As you can see here, Ayan, which is the Hebrew word for I, right here. But anyways, the point is, it's Yahawah. You know, Yah, which is here, and then Ha, which is there, and then hold on, Yah, Ha, and then where's Wa? Wa. And of course, you'll have Ha again, but there's a connector between the Wa and the Ha. Again, I'll get into this in another video. There's a connector between the Yah and the Ha in the ancient Hebrew, which silences the last sound of the Ha. So without the connector, it would sound like this, Yahawaha. But with the connector, it's just Yahawah at the end. Again, I'll get into this in another video. Anyway, so point is, Yahawashi, it's not Yahawashi, it's Yahawah. That's the point. Just by looking at the ancient Hebrew alphabet, you know, you put 2 and 2 together. The Spirit is in you to discern that. So Deuteronomy 4 and 27, and the Lord Yahawah shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord Yahawah shall lead you. So of course the Most High scattered Jake everywhere, man. You know, so anyways, Yarazar, I gotta do another part to this. You know, and it may be uploaded in different sections, you know, because of this recorder. But yeah, pretty much this video is just a summary on the intros breakdown. But yeah, it's on the part 2. You know, I'm gonna get down to it, to this video here based on Moab. It's quite interesting. So, you know, Shalom and Yahawashi Brakatha.